How are you doing? How are you doing? Just setting everything up again because all of my charts from this morning pretty much disappeared from my computer. I need to reset every single chart again. So it's kind of a headache, but still I've got everything prepared. Just need the global liquidity, or not the global liquidity, the liquidation heat map. Guys, how are you all doing? Great to have you all here with me in another stream. Because, yeah, today some community members from my Platinum group were asking, when will you do a live stream again? And yeah, I'm having a very busy day today. But still, I was thinking, yeah, let's maybe indeed do a live stream during around the economic, this data that we are about to get today. The core PCE. We are about to get this data today in half an hour. And I think this will be incredibly important to see where the market is going to be headed towards, in what direction, in which direction. And for that, I also want to open up this chart over here, the interest rate probabilities, because I didn't have a look into it for quite some time. Yeah, it's right now still an 85% probability that we will be seeing rate cuts. But like I've been saying, this data that we are going to be getting in the next few weeks, I've been saying this like 1 or 2 weeks ago. This data that we're going to be getting right now is going to be only more important, increasingly more important. Why? Because, well, Fed Chair Jerome Powell has already been suggesting that we may see rate cuts, and this is already a huge thing, probably signaling that indeed we are going to be seeing rate cuts. But still, because the keyword is may, we may see rate cuts. So that is why the data will still be very important to have a look what will happen with the probabilities, and this will be shifting the market by a lot. Now, I can tell you already that looking at the market now in the short time frame, well, the market isn't going to be pricing in any good data that will be coming in. I mean, the market has been selling off a lot since this morning, since this night, and especially for Ethereum, it's not looking that great. Okay, we have lost this level of support. Now, when I say it's not looking that great, that is just in a shorter time frame, but still, in the longer time frame, guys, still understand I'm still extremely bullish. I'm still sitting in this long position, so I'm not worried in the slightest. When I say this is not looking great, I say maybe in a short time frame we could be dipping a bit lower, but actually this should be a blessing in disguise, because probably we're going to be headed much and much higher in the next few weeks. Okay, so a lot of things actually to talk about. From this point onwards, I can go into 10 directions. But I think the only logical and most important thing to talk about now, let's actually, before talking about that, let me grab a water bottle right now, because I'm pretty thirsty. I came in pretty unprepared, if I'm being honest. I have a lot of alpha to talk about today, but I just need some water. I've been very busy today. I'm sorry for that. Let me quickly grab it, and then let's go over the extremely insane alpha. Be right back, guys. All right, there we go. There we go. So I think the only logical best thing we can have a look into first is to have a look into this chart. Because of this small sell-off, it's not like a huge dump or huge crash, you know? It's nothing like that. But because of this, whatever you want to call it, dump to the downside we're seeing now, people are getting worried. They're getting very worried. People are thinking, oh yeah, the data is gonna drop. It's probably gonna be bearish. We're probably gonna see another downwards move. And The one thing I will say is that, yeah, in a shorter time frame, markets are not that strong, okay? If being honest. But what I will say is that here, everybody is talking about that September will be a bearish month because historically speaking, well, the seasonality is bearish for the month of September. Like you can see, September has been a bearish month, especially in post-halving years. So like in 2017, you could see minus 7%. 2021, also minus 7%. So definitely post-halving years, we are bearish, and especially for Ethereum. Because having a look into Ethereum, it's even worse. It's even worse here. Minus 21% and minus 12%. So post-halving years for Bitcoin and especially for Ethereum are not that bullish in September. So because of that, everybody is getting fearful. Everybody is starting to sell off. Everybody is thinking, yeah, we're headed for a bearish month. We're already in a dip. Let me sell off my assets and I'm gonna buy back in the middle of September or in the end of September for a bullish end of the year, because seasonality Q4 is always the most bullish period of the market. So this is what pretty much everybody is thinking now. And because of that, I've been saying this morning, I just think that this September dip is actually being front run, because in 2017 we could be seeing this dip in September, right? This dip over here, liquidity grab below that previous low, perfectly like we are seeing right now. But this whole dip that we have seen in 2017 September, I think because everybody is having a look into it now, everybody is already preparing for that dip that is gonna come. And then everybody is already pricing it in now, before the dip will actually happen, right? So all of the sellers that want to get out because of the September trap or any other freaking reason, they are already out now because of this dip over here. And look at this fractal, right? First, create a base, liquidity sweep below, boom, we go up. Next rally higher. Liquidity sweep again, again, exactly September, and then we go up. So, and because of that, I think it's getting front run. I think we're seeing our liquidity grab already now, and then we can reverse to the upside. So, I'm not going to be that worried because of this dip we are seeing now. I mean, I've been saying it a few days ago. I've been saying it over here whenever we initially first reached this level of support. I've been saying at 108Ks, I've been saying this is going to be a massive trap. We're likely going to see a bounce. Right now, we're just seeing another higher low being created in a shorter time frame, in my opinion. If I'm zooming in, this is actually looking great. And all of the freaking time, whenever we bounce and recover, we always see some sort of a higher low being created. Even right over here, we have seen the rally getting initiated, right? First, before that, we have seen this wick, and I can tell you, this was actually a wick where everybody was getting scared, and everybody was thinking, we're gonna head lower again. We're gonna be headed lower again. And Bitcoin always does this. Before reversing, well, Bitcoin always creates another higher low, and then reverses, okay? Bitcoin always freaking does this. And right now, again, Bitcoin is doing the same exact thing. So while in a shorter time frame, it might not be looking great and might not be looking strong here, I'm actually going to be saying the opposite, and I will be saying it is looking great here. Why? Because reversed psychology. Everybody is thinking it's not great. Well, I will be saying it is great because it is just a gift. It is a gift to buy lower. It is a gift to buy at these cheap prices. And if you maybe go back to your feelings, if you maybe thought of buying here, but you didn't, and then it bounced, and then over here you are thinking, I missed out. Well, right now you're getting the same exact opportunity again, the same exact, same exact price action, the same exact level you can buy at. And Yeah, I will say though, it's going to be very, very important to have a look into this data that will be coming in. I do not think it's going to be smart to front run data like this, to front run massive news like this, because if it will be coming out more bearish than expected, guys, yeah, of course, we're going to be seeing another dump. And in that case, let's go over the scenario. In that case, I definitely do think we can be grabbing the lows at the 108K. So in that case, I think we're going to be grabbing these lows. Still, we're going to be creating an equal low and then reverse to the upside. That is the bearish case for me. If the data we are about to get is about to come in bearish. Now, if it will come in bullish, guys, I think we're going to see a nice reversal back to the upside. In that case, well, we're also going to see a nice double bottom being formed over here. So then it's going to be turning from looking bad into turning really good very quickly, from turning really, really bad into really, really good. This is always what Bitcoin does in short amounts of time. So keep this one in mind, guys. Keep this one in mind. Ready for both ways, to be honest. Yeah, indeed. And that's how you want to be approaching a market always. You want to be approaching a market that in either way, you're ready for both. If we're going to be crashing to the downside, you need to be ready for it. You need to be ready for it. You need to have cash on the sidelines. You want to be accumulating the dip, or in another scenario, you want to be selling the dip and you want to be shorting. I'm not in the camp of doing that. I'd rather buy lower. I don't want to sell, guys. I don't want to sell. I don't want to short over here still. But you want to be ready for both scenarios, in the case if we dip or in the case if we go back up again. And how I'm positioned is that I'm already in the market, and if we go higher, well, I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that because I've got some huge positions open. Now, if we go further to the downside, well, I have another order set down below at the $4,010 mark. So if we dip lower for Ethereum, I'm going to be completely fine with that. Okay, I'm just gonna buy even more at the 4K level. So I'm going to be completely okay with that. I'm actually going to be rather more fine with that if we dip lower in a short time frame. Sweep everybody out, liquidate everybody, get everybody bearish, and then go to the upside. I'm actually going to be cooler with that scenario than if we were to reverse already. Okay, so I'm ready for both scenarios. This is a key thing that I always want you to understand. You always need to be ready for both scenarios. When you're trading a market, when you're investing in a market, you need to calculate the risk. You need to calculate the probabilities in your head, and then according to that, you want to go into the market and position yourself accordingly. Now, I've been asked this question this morning. What do you think about the global liquidity diverging now? I mean, the Bitcoin price diverging now with the global liquidity. What do you think? Well, first off, this might look scary, This might look scary, and especially if you tried to game the system. If you try to game the system and you try to find a perfect way of predicting where the Bitcoin price was gonna be headed to, exactly to the dot, to the price level exactly. Well, if you try to do that, you would have had a look into like an 80-day lag. This is the 2-day time frame, so this is an 80-day lag. 40 days, so 80-day lag, 2-day time frame, So if you try to game the system, probably you would have had a look into an 80-day lag. And in that case, you would have thought, oh yeah, I'm making so much money now. Okay, this is so cool. Oh, it's going down, but yeah, soon we will follow the global liquidity. Yeah, it's just gonna follow the global liquidity, and boom, you've got absolutely wrecked. This is what the market does all of the time. And you should not be gaming the system. Try to really find a perfect indicator to really predict exactly to the price level exactly where the market is going to be headed towards. This is nonsense. There's nothing like this in the market. There's nobody, no one, or no indicator, no tool exactly telling us where a market is going to be headed towards exactly to the price level exactly. Get it out of your head. I've been telling you this since the absolute beginning. Ever since the ETF launch over here, we've been following the global liquidity. First, I've been skeptical. Then during this rally, I've been monitoring it, okay? And ever since that moment over here, I've been telling you, I'm not going to be using it as an exact indicator. I'm not going to be following it exactly. That's absolutely foolish to do. I'm going to be using it as a general trend in the market. Over here, the general trend was up. Over here, the general trend was down. And then it has been turning to the upside again. I've been saying when we break this downtrend, I think we will go to the upside and follow the global liquidity with a general direction to the upside, as long as this global liquidity will go to the upside. That is what I've been saying, and still I'm sticking to my word, okay? Yes, maybe we're going to be seeing corrections on the way up, but the general trend in the market is going to be to the upside. Yes, we're seeing a divergence, but I'm not trying to game the system. I'm not trying to perfectly predict the exact prices on each day and each hour of the day, every minute of the day. No, there's no way of doing that. The general trend is up. This is being indicated by the global liquidity indicator. Yes, we're going to be seeing dips on the way, just like we have seen right over here. We fell down below the global liquidity indicator. Did everybody worry? Yes, everybody worried. But in the end of the day, we still followed the global liquidity and we still went up. Now, I will be saying the same exact thing now because everybody is freaking out. Oh, are we diverging from the global liquidity? Oh, did a bear market start? Oh, are we going to crash down even lower now? Well, I will say that I think the chances are pretty slim, pretty low, that we will be going much lower. Now, what I will say is, of course, wait for your confirmations. If you really want to be trading this, wait for your confirmations. Yes, we have been having this perfect liquidity sweep over here. But I think, like I've been explaining in yesterday's update video, that was the chart I forgot to open, but I'll be opening it now. But I think the perfect confirmation would be, if you want to trade this move to the upside, if you want to wait for that confirmation, where's this chart? It has to do something with this, guys. It's absolutely my favorite thing to have a look into. Yeah, it's a global, it's this falling wedge pattern. Yesterday, we didn't manage to close above this resistance. I told you in yesterday's update video, probably we're not going to be breaking above it yet. Probably we're still going to be seeing some resistance. Probably we're going to be consolidating a bit further and a bit longer. But whenever we will break this downtrend and whenever we will break this falling wedge pattern, I think that will be our signal where the market is going to be reversing again and is going to be following that global liquidity indicator again to about the 130K price level. That is my strategy. That is how I'm approaching the market now. Just like I've been approaching the market like this, right over here, when we had this downtrending level of resistance, global liquidity has been moving to the upside. Everything has been shaping up very nicely for the market. And I've been telling you, even though we have been creating this beautiful bullish divergence, which we exactly called at the bottom, I've been telling you, for long trades, I'm going to be waiting for my confirmation of a downtrend breakout. So right now, I'll be saying the same exact thing. Yes, we're diverging. Everybody is getting scared. Everybody is really panicking. But I'll be waiting for this downtrend breakout. That is going to be my confirmation for if you really want to be longing the market. Now for Bitcoin, yes, I'm already long, but I want to be adding even more to my Ethereum trade if we either dip down all the way to the 4K level or if we break this, where's the chart? If we break this downtrend over here. Or obviously, and then this chart is also not here. I have to reopen all of my charts. Or if we break above this total 3 level of resistance, that's also going to be another confirmation. So these are basically your 3 confirmations of the market where I want to be entering now. Okay, and mind you, I only want to be entering Ethereum now because I think Ethereum will greatly outperform Bitcoin in this part of the cycle. Anyways, guys, for the newcomers that are here, we will be watching the Friday, August the 29th core PCE data that we're going to be getting in 9 minutes time from now on, and this will be incredibly important. This will be moving the markets by a lot. Now, I will say though, if it will be coming in at least a lot stronger or a lot more bullish than expected, well, I do think that it's looking like a pretty good setup right now to reverse back to the upside. I'm just saying. Look, there was this Fed Chair Jerome Powell meeting here, right? Where we also went live. And in the end of the day, it came out much better than expected. I wasn't expecting this pump over here at the beginning. Like, yeah, I was going to be expecting a market bounce back to these highs over here and then a dump to the downside. But during the meeting, I wasn't expecting this much of a pump over here. So sometimes we are also getting surprised, guys. If we are going to be seeing huge data, like for example, right, I don't think we are going to be seeing anything like this, by the way. Not trying to keep your hopes up, but like if we're going to be seeing at least bullish data, that could be a pivot in the market and that could be a turning point over here. So it will be incredibly important to have a look into this data. And like I've shared in my Platinum group community in the chat this morning, some people have been asking me, how low do you see the markets dipping? Well, this would be great for Ethereum, by the way, but I do not see, if I'm being quite honest, I do not see Bitcoin dipping below these previous lows anymore. I do not see Bitcoin really dipping below the 108K level. If we do dip below that level, it's going to be looking very dangerous, and then we're going to be having a look into this liquidity sweep right over here, and then head even higher, okay? Because I do not think the bull market top is in yet. I've been talking about this fact extensively. I still do think that altcoins will be headed a bit higher, and I still do think we're going to be seeing more retail inflow. So it's better to transfer Bitcoin to Ethereum. Yeah, that is what I've been doing, because I've been calling this massive pivot over here at the exact bottom. So I've been converting a lot of Bitcoin into Ethereum, but it all depends on your risk management, your risk tolerance, your personal financial situation. I cannot answer that question for you. If you should convert any Ethereum into, or sorry, any Bitcoin into Ethereum, I cannot answer it for you. Why can't I answer it? Well, it depends, right? Because for me personally, if I would already be rich AF, if I would already have hundreds and hundreds of millions of US dollars, I would only hold Bitcoin. Maybe diversify a bit in real estate just to get some good cash flow in, but I would only hold Bitcoin for the entirety of my whole life. That is how much I believe in Bitcoin. I do not think that any asset will outperform Bitcoin in the extremely long haul. Now, if you, like me, still are not at hundreds and hundreds of millions of US dollars yet at this point, if you still need to build up your wealth, like me, I still need to build up my wealth. I'm not there yet. I cannot retire and chill for my whole life and do absolutely nothing. I need to trade the market actively, and I need to make these trades like converting Bitcoin into Ethereum to make more Bitcoin. That is my end goal. But if you've already got a lot of Bitcoin, why should you want to take that risk? You know? And also, it really depends, because if you're already satisfied with a few million US dollars and you want to retire in 10 years or 20 years from now, you've already got $1 million US in Bitcoin. Well, again, why would you want to take on this additional risk? Why would you want to do that? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so it really depends. Do you want to convert your Bitcoin into Ethereum? I don't know. I've done it because I need to make more Bitcoin. But in the long term, keep in mind, this is very important. No asset, I think, will outperform Bitcoin in the next 10 to 20 years. So anyways, 4 minutes left. And what I'll do is I'll open up X right now already, because all of the information you want, all about the data, the news, etc., all of it is being posted always the earliest on X. Okay, you're getting all of it in like the absolute quickest on X. You need to turn on my the notifications for my X page, and because I am always posting this data almost one of the quickest on the whole X feed. Now there are some other accounts you should keep in mind. For example, Tree News. This guy's pretty good. Turn on your notifications for this guy. Another guy would be Zoomer. This guy over here. Turn on your notifications for this guy. Another guy could be. There's no way of knowing which one is gonna post it first right now. Still, this guy is pretty good. Follow him. And then what else? Oh, the most important one. This one is usually almost always the quickest. Financial Juice. Okay. So, and then of course follow me and turn on your notifications for me. And then you'll see on your phone the notifications, or on the X feed in real time updating. You will see the notifications, and the one that pretty much gives it out the first, yeah, we'll follow that one. Follow that one if it's being bullish or bearish. All right, so these are the people you should follow, and then open up your following tab, or like notifications, turn on your notifications, etc., and then you will be the first one to know. And for questions, if people are asking, what do we want to watch? Well, we want to have a look into the consensus forecast, and really, is it going to be lower than expected or higher than expected? And why isn't there actually is it only month over month here? All right, so it's only month over month here, but if it's going to be lower than expected, that would be bullish for the markets. If it is higher than expected, that would be bearish for the markets. And yeah, the core PCE is right now the most important data thing to watch for the markets to know the rate cuts. Oh yeah, there's also year over year, by the way. $2.9 is expected for year over year. So anything lower than 2.9 for year over year, that would be bullish. Lower than 2.9 bullish, higher than 2.9 bearish. Okay, it's time. What are the charts doing? All right, notifications are coming. Bullish. All right. Looking bullish based on the charts. Financial Juice is posting it first. And look at me again. Almost first one, It's 2.9. So meets expectations. All right. Meets expectations. I mean, I would say that's kind of bullish. Meeting expectations is kind of bullish because markets have been selling off. Okay. Markets have been selling off, and now people are getting certain. People are getting certain because, wow, markets were very uncertain over here. And right now, we are just getting proven that it's nothing to worry about. Probably we're just going to see rate cuts. So, yeah, expected numbers. Yeah, that's very good. It's crazy again. Like nobody else was first. Well, no, nobody else. That's crazy. Dumping now. Let's have a look. Yeah, seeing a bit of a dump. I mean, this is good. This is good. Seeing a bit of a bounce. If we can continue this bounce, then we would set up for this amazing double bottom, break above that neckline. That would be really bullish. But like I've said, if you really want to be trading it, like this would be your risky entry here. I would say this would be your risky entry. Not a bad entry. Not a bad entry because we're sitting at this level of support. Charts should go up. They should go up. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The probabilities are much higher that we will go up. That's my base case. However, if you want to trade it, wait for your confirmation. That is always the thing I say, especially during these times now, where we are at a make it or break it scenario. We are pretty much either confirming a breakdown now here, or we're seeing a liquidity grab and headed higher. That is why I'm saying wait for your confirmations, and I think this would be your perfect confirmation here. That is what I've been saying. We have been doing it again and again and again. I mean, if you've been following me for longer, you know that these falling wedge patterns are absolutely lovely to trade and are the best to trade. Let's actually have a look into the chat right now. I should have bought. It's always in hindsight, man. Always in hindsight. I mean, one thing that I will say, it's better to not trade during these news events. I mean, in the long term, in the long haul, you're just gonna get ripped off. Wait for confirmation. I want every single percentage gain with 100% risk. I mean, well, then you can already enter now, you know? In that case. I mean, it is smart if you're trading to minimize your risk and maximize your potential, you know? No. Falling wedge, favorite pattern, yeah. If you type plus, you just press enter. Because it is a custom chart, not out here. What do you mean? Where is Sol going? Yeah, Sol has, I've also talked about this in the gym with some guys today. It's actually interesting because some of you may know I'm here in Dubai. And when I'm going to the gym, man, they're so like I would say the statistics. I didn't run the numbers, but I think like 25% of all of the gym goers here in Dubai they're doing crypto. So it's insane, man. It's insane. So I'm getting to the point. It's so much talking in the gym, man. I should again shift gyms again, actually, because I should go to another gym again. Every year or so, I'm always going to another gym because always after such a long time, it's getting like so much talking, and then I just need to focus on my workout, man. But no, the interesting thing about this is that so many people here in Dubai, or yeah, in the Dubai gym, are all doing crypto. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's Dubai, it's a gym. It's like, of course, people will do crypto there. But it's interesting because that's a reason why we're always having some interesting talks about some interesting alpha we can be sharing and we can talk about. And, you know, one interesting thing I've been talking about today was that Solana is showing a lot of strength. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And I like what I see for Solana. Another thing I've talked about is, you know, I've been asked this question many times. How are you going to see this retail inflow coming in? And I would say the most likely thing and most likely scenario would actually be through Solana, through Pump.fun. Like, you can hate me or not, but I think that would be the perfect scenario, perfect storm. Like, If you connect the dots, that's what I like to do, connecting the dots. I think Solana and Pump.fun will actually cause majority of the retail inflow. Like, you can hate meme coins all you want, but I mean, Pump.fun made so much freaking money. They made so much freaking money. If they just pour in a small part of that for some huge campaign or some huge thing to get retail flowing into crypto again, I mean, it will explode. And it will gain a lot of media attention. And that's ultimately what we want for this retail inflow, right? So that we're seeing a lot of Solana strength now, and mind you, also Pump.fun strength, because the Pump token is also going up again. Where's the Pump token? It's at like 1 bill, right? 1 bill mark. Pump.fun token is also showing a lot of strength. And, oh, it's below the top 100. Yeah, so this is exactly what I want to see after a chart. Oh, you can't see it now, but this is exactly what I want to see. First pump, then dump. Huge dump, everybody fearful, everybody hating the coin. Then there's the accumulation, and then strength returning. That's what I want to see, that's what I like. Now, because of this, of these things together, added together, and then also this co-founder of Pump.fun, Alan, he tweeted, is it here? He tweeted like a month ago something like something huge is coming. Something huge is coming. Something like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, if he tweets this, if Solana is showing a lot of strength now, if Pump.fun is showing a lot of strength now, and if the only logical way how we can get massive retail inflow now would be through these meme coins, I think if we connect these dots, it would be pretty likely that something huge is indeed coming right now. This is going to be the timing of something huge coming. So, I mean, this is just guesswork. This is just speculating. It's no way of knowing, but it's what I will call for. Okay, it's what I will say. It's what I will speculate myself. By the way, Pump.fun, I mean, I like what I see for the chart here. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. If I'm just opening it up on TradingView, Pump. This is what you want to see. This is what you want to see exactly. I mean, ICO price was at like 4 cents, right? So first we lured everybody in with a pump, then a dump, and it didn't stop at all. This dump didn't stop at all. Everybody got freaking wrecked. And then we just forming an accumulation. We go up again and then go down again, reach that previous low, almost set a higher low in the longer time frame, and form ultimately in the longer time frame a huge accumulation range. This is what you want to see. Oh, you can't see it anymore now. This is what you want to see with coins like this. Okay, this is perfect. This is textbook. Okay, previous support here turning into resistance, pretty likely the middle side of the range being tested now. Now, I will say I'm not accumulating now yet. Okay, I'm still waiting because I want to get my confirmation in for this coin right here, because I think this point over here will be a decision point. Whether this coin will bleed down even further and then retry again with an accumulation and then pumps, or if we will break this previous high over here and then retest it and go back at these levels. Okay, this is going to be the make it or break it in my opinion. And I like what I see for now. If we break this level over here, I would definitely see myself buying some Pump.fun, if I'm being honest. I mean, I would have never thought I would have been saying this, but it's undeniable. The fundamental changes that are happening for this coin, the buybacks, the massive treasury that they're having, Pump.fun can move markets by a lot. It's insane. So I would have never imagined me saying it, but I do like it at this point here. And I just like money. I just want to make money. So I'm gonna keep watching that. What is Bitcoin doing in the shorter time frame? Are we moving up? Are we moving down? Let's have a look. Oh, we're moving straight back down. Okay, not good. Not good. But I do think the tone has been set. I do think the tone has been set over here, and it's going to be pretty likely we will continue upside. It's hard to say, you know. It's hard to say without any confirmations. But I just want to be rather bullish at this current level than being bearish right now. I like I've been saying, like, yeah, maybe I'm not saying for sure the bottom is in or reversing to the upside. I'm not saying that, you know, that would be stupid and foolish to say. But I would say that if we break this downtrend, well then confirmation is in, and I definitely do not want to be on the short side. I definitely do not want to be selling here because yeah, I do think the probability is much higher that we will go even further to the upside. That is one thing that I will say, okay? I'm still sticking to my word. Anyways, let's talk about some questions now. And in the meantime, while you guys type your questions here in the chat that I'll be answering now, make sure to first of all join the Platinum group because over here I will be creating another alpha update video soon after the stream. So make sure to join it now to stay up to date and watch that video later when I'm going to be posting it. It is it is free to join with this link down below over here. Make sure to check that one out. And also you can claim this insane, oh, where's this screenshot? Oh, it disappeared. It disappeared, this screenshot, okay. No, but you can claim a 10k Ethereum trade with this link down below. And whatever you will deposit, WEEX is going to be matching it with a free trading position. So if you deposit 10k, you're going to be getting a free 10k Ethereum trade. If you deposit 5k, you're going to be getting free 5k Ethereum trade. If you deposit $100, you're going to be getting a free $100 trade. So on Ethereum, while we are seeing potentially a bottom here, potentially a bottom here, or even lower and then a bottom, okay? But I think this would be the perfect opportunity to claim a free Ethereum trade already. Maybe you could use it whenever we actually hit that bottom, you know, or smart thing to do is right now already register yourself, already claim the bonus now so you can use it whenever you think the time is right. And also WEEX is the cheapest trading exchange out there, so make sure to check it out anyway if you're an high volume trader. This will help a lot to take profits. Yeah, for sure. What's Cardano looking like? I mean, a bit less strength, but still doing good. Still doing relatively fine. I mean, instead of talking about one particular altcoin, I would rather have a look into the Bitcoin dominance. And I mean, Bitcoin dominance is still kind of weak. Okay, so I think as long as this trend will continue, most of our altcoins are still looking great. So yeah, like I've said many times, I think this trend will very likely. They didn't give you your WEEX trade. Well, I got a few instances of that. Some people saying it. I will say though that the people that do not get their trade are always much louder than the people that do get their trade. A lot of people did message me, in fact, that they made huge money with their free WEEX trade. But what I will say is that if you did everything, if you completed every step, if you're not a deposit hunter, if you don't have multiple accounts on WEEX, you know, because these will disqualify you, well, then I would say go to my Platinum group channel, go to the support channel, and then over here, you'll get VIP premium support. So go over there and then you'll have premium support with WEEX. Is Powell going to speak? No. Not until the Fed FOMC meeting in 19 days. 19 days. And FIB works great. These charts you know how to use. Yeah, I know how to use it. I mean, VIP, yeah. I don't like it in my ranges now. I don't like it in my ranges now. I mean, for me, it's just a decision moment whether we break above this support again or we'll see this perfect retest and add low. That's it basically. I don't like to overcomplicate these things, and I don't like to draw fib levels in this ultimate shorter time frame here, because I'm not a scalper. I'm not a scalp trader. Right? Please do not, even if you write something like this, please do not spam. I'll just read your message if you're not spamming. I'm being honest. Chased him several times. I completed every step. Yeah, like it depends, right? Because I will say, WEEX is doing all of the checks manually. There could have been done an error, and in that case, you just need to contact the support. And then if you contact the support, then it will most likely be solved. Please do not spam again, man. Please do not spam. Oh, right. So what is Bitcoin doing? It's bouncing back slightly. Right. Let's see. Quick bump and dump during this data. We are probably going to move sideways until the rate cut. I mean, yes and no. I kind of agree with that, but I think yes, we will move sideways in this range, right? So this is quite a big of a range, right? So these moves here are still quite big. I think we will reach the top side of the range again, this level of resistance here, and that's going to be another dip and up higher to the under 30k level for the global liquidity, and then top out for the cycle. But what people seem to forget is that in the longer time frame, I'm very bearish. In like a 1 year time frame. I'm getting a lot more cautious for a Bitcoin top here. Yeah, if you're gambling with trading, I mean, you're not gonna make it. Interest rate odds changed to 87%. Yeah, it's not that big, but still, it's good. Nice. Into the right direction. Always, I would say, like, if it's above 85%, it's like almost 100% certain that it will happen. Where are you from, bro? Netherlands. Tech dev. I know this guy on X. Some great charts. Yeah, I'm surprised that ARP didn't see a bigger rally because when hype moved so much to the upside, because hype pretty much is only existent on the ARP chain. Maybe it's because hype is building their own chain, you know, their own ecosystem. Of the metrics for ARP go up massively. Do you watch F1? Not that much anymore. I used to. But right now, not that much anymore. I do like it though. I do like it. When did you move to Dubai? Like 2 years ago. I started trading like 6 or 7 years ago. No, not yet, man. Still locked in. Still locked in. When is altcoin season? Arguably, we're already in it, man. We're already in it. Arguably, like it's hard to see when you're in the moment because people are not making life changing gains already. But we're in the start of the altcoin season. I would argue. Is it easy to get tax residency in Dubai? Yeah, very easy. Maybe I should make a video about it for people that are interested. I mean, I'm not how do you call it, like professional in this field, but for the people that would be interested. I'm not from Brabant, man. After crypto, which AI should we invest into? What do you mean? Like, do you want to buy into an AI stock or AI? Because it depends a lot. Like after crypto, what do you mean? Because you don't mean crypto anymore, right? I mean, in that case, I'm not that familiar into AI stocks. If I'm being, I'm only really putting all of my time and effort into crypto. I'm dedicating all of my time and effort into crypto. I'm not dedicating any time into anything else. So yeah. Maybe later I will if I want to diversify, but now in this stage I don't want to diversify. Yeah, please do a video on it. I think it would be helpful. Yeah, like how much money would you need minimum and all of this things to avoid. Check, check off these things, personal experiences, etc. How do you see Sui moving up? Yeah, I think it will go about five, man, $5. No, I've seen that Suya has been kind of weak in a short time frame, right? But yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's just consolidating. It's a calm before the storm. Eventually, it will break, and when it will break, it will explode. Will September be a dip? Well, watch my video of this morning. Watch the video of this. Thoughts on Bitcoin for Tau? Yeah, I'm bullish on the. What do we do in a bear market? I will, and I will obviously also trade, but not as much because I don't like shorting. Even though it's a bear market, I will only take shorts if I really think it's gonna go down a lot. Moving down again in the short term, no? Yeah, a bit. interesting, this wick here. Was it just another pump and dump? Let's see. Interesting to see. Altcoin season index at 60. WEEX won't verify. Try not verify. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I've got some other things to do as well still today. Very busy day today. But how can I join without WEEX? You cannot join a platinum group. But with that being said, guys, I'll close off the stream for now. Make sure to join the platinum group because here you're getting all of the additional alpha. I'm gonna upload a video right now dedicated to this group. So if you're in it, you will see the video. If you're not in it, then you won't see the video. And it's gonna be an important video. So make sure to join the group and trade over on WEEX, because WEEX is right now the best trading exchange out there for many of you guys, most of you guys out there. No KYC, huge bonuses, so make sure to check it out. Cheap fees, make sure to check it out. And also, yeah, I'm still bullish. That's what I want to say. Watch my video of this morning, and then I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning, as always.